Alright, so shout out to Zim Hude for posting this. And honestly, a good question here, which is this on Trevor Siemian or this on Charlie Jones? So this is a play from last night, and it's actually going to be a pass play here. This one is going to be, let me go ahead and do this, and bam. Ends up becoming an incomplete pass. But now let's look at it from a different angle, okay? So this is a different angle. What it looks like is it's a route where Charlie Jones is supposed to run a certain distance, stop, sit on the route, and the ball gets thrown there. So that's what it looks like it's supposed to be. Now, again, keep in mind the cornerback does jump this ball here. Well, he jumps the play a tad bit. But it looks like it is in the hands of Chuck Sizzle here. I mean, in all honesty, and, listen, if that was Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, or T. Higgins, that's going to be caught, right? And probably 9 out of 10 times, that's going to be caught. But the question here is, was it, quote-unquote, a bad throw by Trevor Siemian? Now, keep in mind, on this play, Trevor Siemian is getting slammed as he is throwing, well, not slammed, but he has a guy in his face as he's throwing this football. Nah, maybe not as much, actually. He gets hit after the throw, so it's actually not as bad as, like, again, when I first saw this, I thought the guy was actually more in his face. But still, though, he knows there's going to be a guy who slams him on this play. And from this angle, again, I know right here it looks like a blur because of the actual video quality here. But, again, we see from the other angle, it is technically in his hands. So it's such a tough decision because I've seen a lot of people comment on this post and saying, "Oh no, that's on Trevor Siemian. That was a bad ball. He threw it way too late. He threw it way too high. He should have threw a better pass." But at the same time, though, a lot of people do make a good argument that yes, while it might have been a bad pass, Tyler Boyd, for example, would have caught that pass. And it's true. I think Tyler Boyd would have caught it. But it doesn't make it not a bad pass. And again, keep in mind, Chuck Sizzle is a rookie, right? It's just the fact of the matter is, he is a rookie. He's coming off an injury. And yeah, he is still learning on, getting open, or not getting open, but making aggressive catches in the slot and catching traffic. Now, someone did point out the fact that, he's going to need to get better at this quickly because this is the job of a slot receiver. A slot receiver, their job is to catch in traffic, go one-on-one against someone in the slot and outbody them, right? They're not going over top. They're not mossing someone, but definitely, their job is to muscle hamster someone if it ends up being a drag route, an out route, right? Where they're going to have to go against this. Now, again, right here, the ball is in his hands. But again, it is a very high throw. That's another thing by Trevor Siemian, is if you watch Trevor Siemian in any of these preseason games so far, and honestly in training camp, I have a lot of footage on the channel talking about it, is that it ends up being he overthrows so many passes over and over and over again. It's actually pretty annoying to watch at some points because it's just like he can't throw it to the guy. He has to throw it like 6 feet over his head. And it gets to a point where it's like, okay, this is just not even, like, that's not even catchable. And it's almost to a point where it's kind of scary because of injuries. Now, here's another thing someone brought up is that Trevor Siemian here is leading Charlie Jones here into a hit, right? Because, again, when he does throw this football, obviously he does throw it. Let me go back here. When he throws the football, he knows that this safety or corner is going to come down and most likely hit Charlie Jones. Now, listen, at the end of the day, there is a part of the job of the quarterback not to lead your receiver into a hit, right? Because you don't want you guys to get injured. But sometimes you kind of can't avoid it, right? If that's the play and then safety or corner makes a really good play on the ball and he jumps the ball, you can't stop that from happening. That's a part of football. It's a bang-bang play. But it's just a mess all around. And I'm kind of so split on whose fault this is. Because, listen, I love Chuck Sizzle. So I'm like, first off, like, fanboy of saying, I would love to say it's completely Chuck Sizzle, did nothing wrong here. And it was all Trevor Siemian. I think really what it comes down to, this is my personal opinion, you can tell me down below, I think it's a mixture of two, actually. I think it is Chuck Sizzle's fault because I think he could have caught that ball, right? Now, again, he is coming off injury. He's getting hit here. He's a rookie. But I think he could have called that pass. I think it is a bad pass, though, a late pass and a high pass by Trevor Siemian. And I think that's really the takeaway. And some people did say it was a bad route by Chuck Sizzle here. Like, he could have cut faster. He could have, made a little bit better of, kind of like a route running on this play. And again, there's a million different reasons why this could have been Charlie Jones' fault, according to the comic section. But I really think overall-wise, it comes down to, again, like I said, a overthrown pass, a late pass, and then number 2, I think it really comes down to it was in his hands, and, you want to see him come down with that ball. But it's not easy. Again, he's getting hit as he's catching the football. It's not like this is... If there was no corner safety here and he drops this, I kind of more lean toward Charlie Jones. That's on you, bro. You should have been Chuck Sizzle about this, and you shouldn't have dropped that football. But the fact that he is getting hit kind of makes me decide, nah, I'm putting that on, what's it called? Trevor Siemian. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'm like so split and undecided about this. But I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.